Are you excited for this?
I'm so excited.
Dude, my subscribers keep sending me like, hey, we gotta... my 5 subscribers. They're like, hey, you gotta react to that. Yeah. I appreciate my 5 subscribers. Hey guys, welcome to our Resident Evil teaser trailer reaction video. And if you're new to our channel, our trailer reactions are legitimate first-time watches, which means our reactions are going to be a little bit more subtle. We're not going to be like screaming or throwing the dog because we're trying to pay attention to the trailer for the first time, but they are genuine. And also, please, at the end, we're going to go over just our initial thoughts, and whatever we do miss, because we're going to miss a lot since we saw it one time, please go into the comments and let us know. And dude, Resident Evil to me is special.
Yeah, I mean, I played the VR game.
No, but you don't understand. I fell in love with the first video game, and that was like a big thing. That's why we became a PlayStation family. That's why you grew up with PlayStation, because I bought the PS1 because of it. And I know it seems funny because the graphics are kind of silly now, but that shit was scary as hell when you were a kid, dude. Yes, it was. Full disclosure, I wasn't a huge Resident Evil fan of the movies because I felt there were a little more action, and I like that scary haunted house shit. But I did hear there's a reboot, and I'm excited to see this.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hello? I had a little bit of a problem on the road. I was wondering if I could use your phone. Hello?
Yes, we're sorry.
Hey, babe. Look, I'm really sorry that we got disconnected earlier, but some things have happened. I'm in like a seriously fucked up situation right now. And it looks like there's a chance that we might not get to talk to each other again. I just wanted you to know. I love you.
Dude,
Wow.
I like the vibe of that. I like the vibe of that.
I want to see that in the daytime in my living room with like all of my stuffed animals around me.
Where did that come from? I really like the vibe of that. I love the director, the writer of that. He did Weapons. He did Barbarian, both horror movies that they tried to be more than just like the basic run-of-the-mill horror.
Yeah.
Because horror movies, they're like, I love the genre. It's probably my favorite genre. But, bro, it's so easy to make one that you could just like churn them out. He tried to do extra. Also, he was the producer of a great movie called Compliance. I reviewed that. Fantastic film. Very under the radar. Compliance last year. You saw it before, I think. But
Companion.
Yes, Companion.
Which is a really good movie.
Yes. One that I reviewed and forgot the name of. I'll leave the link to that review at the end of this. But guys, no, I felt a lot of different vibes. I love the wide shots. There's a lot of wide shots in this movie. I'm thinking it takes place in the 80s or 90s or something because that phone had no business being in it. I know people your generation are like, what's that sound the phone keeps making? You guys don't even know.
The monsters look cool.
Yeah, dude, very Evil Dead with the coming out.
And then the fat Boba the Hutt guy.
Yeah,
in the
there's
sewer.
that. There's you also have 30 Days a Night with the snow. And even though it's not the same hospital, I get the Rick Grimes waking up, Walking Dead vibes with that hospital doors. And and again, like nothing against big Resident Evil fans from back in the day with like all the movies, but I just wasn't a big fan of like, it just felt so like action and all this stuff. And I just want like just this darker, intimate kind of vibe.
And you can have both. And I feel like it's going to have a good combination of both action and good amount of like gritty horror.
Yeah. Guys, what did you think of Resident Evil teaser trailer? Let us know in the comments. Also, please like, subscribe, and remember all the stuff that we have. And thanks for watching.